Welcome back, my friends. Well, as of 8 o'clock this morning, this May Day Bank Holiday Monday, I'm no longer on call for a week. So I've had a bottle of beer, a nice strong cider. So anything could happen. Feeling rather happy. So all the fruit bushes are just coming along nicely now and giving us some nice fruits that are just started to bulk out. This is either a red or a black currant, and the summer fruit in raspberry just started to put the flowers on, and this definitely needs supporting. Been neglected a little bit. We've got some nice gooseberries just started to bulk out as well. I'm going to take the first picking of rhubarb today. We'll show you that shortly. I'm still getting lots of volunteers of the raspberry canes, and some of them are growing on just little short stubbly roots, quite easily to remove. Right, we're on the bean bed now, the lagoons. And this is where the tiny tin tomatoes will go again, and I'll probably put some tomatoes in between the two pipes. And last year I planted some lettuce around about November time, and that's the only one that's actually survived. I'll give that a try. The outside leaves are a bit tough, but the new growth's coming on well now. The broad beans, flowers are on. I haven't noticed. Oh, we have. We've actually got one bean plant there, so they're doing well. They're the ones that I took off hashtag starting a new allotment. They seeded themselves down. Beautiful, vibrant colour on that. There's quite a few spaces, and I planted these broad beans Bunyard's exhibition in the gaps, and I think I can take those covers off now with the likelihood of frost almost gone. The beer's kicking in, guys. So the runner beans are going there. They're the Benchmaster, and then we're going to have 2 rows of Cobra. Jerusalem artichokes, I've dug most of them out, got rid of some, and I've got 6 of the round white ones, and I've left 1 or 2 of the reddish coloured artichokes, and no doubt there'll be loads more that I missed, but I will start picking those well before they die off. Just couldn't keep up with them. The peas and the supports, really pleased with those. Very pleasing to the eye. I'm pleased I thought of that. The rats are turning my compost bin nicely. Fair play to them for that. Leaf bin's empty, and I've still got to sow the carrots, the sweet candle carrots, in the 2 boxes there. I managed to get quite a bit done, but still trying to catch up. So the leaf mould has gone onto this pile with the root balls that are left on the side of the road, with some of the really old compost and manure. I'm going to get that all mixed together with some log ashes, ready to plant my potatoes. So this should be the brassica cage well, where the brassica cage going, but it's got to wait at the moment. Brassica cage is empty, apart from a yellow bucket. All the cabbages are now harvested. We'll have a look in the onion cage. This is where my leeks are going, and I'll show you what's happened to those shortly. And the swede is going to seed nicely. My red onions looking very, very well in here. If things keep going bump, guys, I'm using a tripod to steady myself. And we still haven't sowed the 3 seeds per station. For some reason I've left the lid on that one. Still got to water that. But I'll leave those on top until the 3 seeds or however many seeds have germinated. But that's for the sweet candle carrots. And that's the one on the opposite side. The little bottles, mini greenhouses, don't fit on those very well. But hopefully by the time I put some sweet candles in here, I won't need them. I've been feeding the shallots on this side with the banana concentrate. And on the opposite side I've been using wormery. No difference whatsoever. They're still going yellow. The dumpy buckets, they're going to be the second earlies, Marfonia. I've got to dig those buckets into the ground. The gladiator, we've got quite a few that have actually germinated. I'll chip these. And as you can see, with them being in the collars, I'm able to tell the difference between weed and parsnip. Still waiting for a few more seeds to germinate on the gladiators, but every station, and I found 2 seedlings in each station in occasions when I mistakenly put 2 chitted seeds in, but that's a full box of white gem. The dustbins, they're buried halfway up. That area's been manured. I've manured the actual area even though the potatoes are not going in the ground, because we still need to manure 2 beds, and then the other 2 beds get lime. Getting those planted as soon as I've mixed those materials together. Now, I had that aerator that Michael Brotherton was using given to me, and I thought, it's just one of those gimmicks that never works. But in actual fact, it fits between the street lamps really quite well. Because it's just awkward to get the weeds out, so I'll just give them a bit of a twist. It just irritates the weeds enough for them not to grow. This is what you don't normally see. I haven't washed any pots for ages. The water went green, everything else went green, but we'll get there, we'll get on top of it. These are the beetroot I had from the grumpy gardener Mick Watson, the bull's blood. Those there are doing quite well, and I still a second sowing which are at the front, which you can't really see very well, and I've used the blended eggshells around the outside to stop our friends the slugs. The lettuce, I've planted that salad bed up now. The rocket did really well. I've just thinned those out. The Lolo Rossa, the salad bowl, and what's the other one? Can't read my own writing. But I've planted a few of those and then I've kept some in the bucket. All my beans, and there's the remaining bull's blood, which I'll either plant outside or in the polytunnel. Potatoes looking really well. We're probably on day 40 at the moment, and I'll be doing a reveal on day 80 and day 90, and then continuing use them until the second earlies are ready. I've got the kale there with one Fiego F1 red cabbage, struggling with germination with those, and that's the broccoli. The onion, I've got to look this up because somebody said they might be spring onions, not actual onions. Not bothered either way. Peach tree looking good still. And the mice have had me leeks, so they're now on top of those street lamps upside down. I'm sure it's the mice. They seem to have nibbled them off and they've dropped over. The leek family will stand having the tops cut off, because I think people do cut them off before they plant them. The last sowing of peas, they're coming through nicely. First sowing of radish on the right, second sowing on the left, must do some more. Sweet candle, I do need to get successional sowing again in the buckets. Thin them out, they're looking really well. A very good friend, plot holder, has given me, sorry about the tripod guys, I'm just trying to use it to support myself. So there, the salad festival, he kindly gave me 4 this time, and Canabero. Hopefully they're nice and sweet, so I'm not keen on hot stuff. The potato peel challenges. Rocket on the right, small seed potato experiment in the middle, and the potato peel shot bought on the left. If you look at the growth on this whole potatoes, you can see a massive difference. Sarpo seeds, actual seeds, not potato seeds. Won't be long before I'm potting those on. I tried successional sowing of peas last year, and the second lot 4 weeks after didn't do so well, so all my peas are going in at the same time. This is my last harvest from 2016. To the right we've got the Jerusalem artichokes, and to the left the last few potatoes that started growing, if you remember. So I think I've done quite well. And my first harvest of 2017, the rhubarb. And if you don't already know, you should do. Pull and twist. You need it to look like that so that it doesn't rot the crown. And I forgot to mention that I use the coffee grounds to stop and encourage the flea beetle to disappear and go and nibble on somebody else's peas. It's worked for me before, we'll see if it works this year. Hashtag ugly parsnip challenge. The white gem, the cut taproot. Didn't like having his taproot cut off, did he? The others are doing quite well. Jenny's channel, can't quite recall it at the moment, but that's the blue pumpkins. They're doing really well. I'll sort the best, and that's what we're going with. In the grow room we've got an assortment of cucumbers. Found an apple pip the other day that I didn't eat, that had got a chit on it, so I thought I'll chuck it in there. I might be able to graft it onto one of my others. The second earlies Marfonia are there, and the Valor lates on the far side. They'll be going in very soon. I'm chitting the courgettes. They're ready now to go into some pots. We've got some sweet pepper there, and on the bottom we've got some butternut squash. Just waiting for those to germinate. Seem to do better like that. And hashtag, hang on guys, giant sunflower challenge from Nick's allotment diary. They're doing okay. They probably do better now potting up. Well, I hope you've had a wonderful May Day bank holiday. The weather's not been good for many. The frog's been croaking. I feel a little bit tiddly. Thanks for watching, guys. Looks like I've done a 16-minute video. Lots to see, very little time to do it. Take care, my friends. Till the next time. Happy gardening to you all. Ta-ra for now.